On April 24th, Sophie Lööf, chairman and founder of Lööf Foundation, Representative Yuan Magnuson, and volunteers Morgan Young and Tandiva Mazabuku from South Africa traveled to Nepal for the inauguration of Home of Hope.
Hello, Nepalian kids. My name is Tandiva Mazabuku. I'm from South Africa. I am coming to your country and I'm looking forward to see you. We're going to sing thank you very much. Keep it up. Shine. Thank you very much. Keep it up. Shine. See you soon.
Hello everyone. Now we are on our way to Nepal and Kathmandu. We've been waiting for this for so long. The orphanage that we built 2014 and the kids were going to move in got destroyed in the earthquakes, and now we're standing here at Arlanda, Sweden, and we are now off to Nepal and have the inauguration. And I'm standing here with Miss Morgan Young, all the way from Canada. She's one of Lööf Foundation's volunteers, and she's coming with us on this trip. I want to know a little bit about you and what are your goals with this trip and how do you feel?
Oh, yes. So I'm from a small town from Bridgewater, Nova Scotia in Canada, very far away. I took an applied Bachelor of Psychology and a minor in Sociology. Been doing a lot of background work and studying up on it and seeing all the trips that Yuan has taken, and I am so grateful and thrilled to be joining the Lööf Foundation team to go and for the inauguration for the children in Nepal.
So we bought 7 suitcases for the children to come here. And Morgan, would you like to share a little bit of what's in those suitcases?
Yeah, so we have 150 kg of things that we've brought in with us. So we have a ton of clothes, we have soccer cleats, we have soccer socks, and we have a ton of stuffed animals and Barbies and a ton of toys.
I'd like to say thank you for everyone that has donated money, that has donated things for the kids. Soon we will get to Nepal and we will meet the kids and we will give everything and we will show you that the orphanage has been rebuilt. Home of Hope, here we come. Shoo!
We landed in Nepal safe and sound, and were to stay in the guest house of the Parong Monastery, which Pima has been running since 2005. Sophie, Yuan, and Morgan decided they would visit the tent camp in Kathmandu. When the earthquakes first struck, there was 1,500 families that lived here. Now today, 1 year after the earthquakes, there are still 500 families. The Lööf Foundation purchased toothbrushes, toothpaste, noodles, and soap to distribute to the people that we would meet in the tent camp. They were all so grateful for the things that we distributed. Along the way, we met 2 little boys who were very excited to meet us and wanted to show us their tent. We got the chance to interview them a little bit and see what it was like to live in the tent camp.
So I'm here in the tent camp in Kathmandu, and it's about 1 day after the year after the earthquake struck last year. And I have 2 boys here. Are you guys best friends?
Yes.
Do you love each other?
Yes.
Yeah. And what does it feel like to live in a tent?
Very nice here.
Very nice?
Yes. Very nice.
Nice. And how old are you?
I'm 9, 10.
And do you go to school?
No. No.
And why do you not go to school?
And we don't have money. We don't have money for it.
Do you wish that you could go to school? Do you want to go to school?
All friends go and I'm not go.
Okay.
I like to go to school.
The boys' tent was very small and hot on the inside. As well, they had a section in the front where they raised their hens. Next, they showed us where the toilets were, and then they showed us where they get their water from, which is from a big inflatable bag, which isn't always filled. On April 26th, we loaded up 3 4x4 cars to take us on the 5-hour journey to get to Ratinkot. We brought along 7 suitcases filled with toys, shoes, clothes, and books. We also had 10 plastic bags filled with things and items for the kids that we had bought in Kathmandu. We were all so excited to leave and finally see what Home of Hope looked like in person. Along the way, we stopped in Karichu, which is where Yuan was when the earthquake struck. Sophie found a large teddy bear that we named Max for the children. All of the children were so excited when we first arrived at Home of Hope. This is what Home of Hope looked like when we first arrived. They were still doing some last-minute details. That evening, we got to meet our first Home of Hope children, Sumsana and Laxmi. Sumsana got the pleasure of helping Yuan and Sophie plant a holy tree outside of Home of Hope. Sophie, Tandiva, and Morgan all worked together to shower the two girls and get them a fresh pair of clothes. The next day, we all headed down to the school in Ratinkot for Tandiva to teach the school children about the Star for Life values. The school is held in a tent, as it was destroyed by the earthquakes. It is being rebuilt next door by German funds.
Yellow. Red. Red. Black. I decide. Black. I decide. Green. I'm committed. Green. I'm committed. Blue. I make it possible. Blue. I make it possible. Ayeye, class, ayeye. When you look at the sky is big and it's blue and it's unlimited. So which means you can never limit yourself to small dreams. You need to dream big and think big about yourself so that you can be able to reach your height. So when I say blue, you say, I make it possible because you make it possible.
Pens were donated to us by the BDO accounting firm in Sweden. We handed them out to all of the school children in Ratinkot. They were all very thankful and grateful for these pens. It was a busy morning on April 30th, the day of the inauguration of Home of Hope. Here, we can see them preparing lunch that the Lööf Foundation provided to all villagers, consisting of 800 boiled eggs, potatoes, and lentil stew. To start the celebration off, we handed out party bags. Each child got a party hat and a small horn. To start the ceremony off, Sophie and Yuan cut the Swedish ribbon. Then they cut the Nepali ribbon to Home of Hope. A showing of the Home of Hope sign was revealed. Here we can see Pima and a monk blessing Home of Hope. After greeting all of the children into Home of Hope, many speeches were made by Pima, Sophie, Yuan, and Christina.
And all my dear Nepali friends, it is a big privilege to have this beautiful home in this remote village. Then it was collapsed by earthquake, but still they didn't lose hope. And still they worked very hard and rebuilt this home. So now this building is like a symbol of the determination of the Swedish people and Lööf Foundation and those people who are here, our dear friends from Sweden. I think they feel very proud of them. So we wholeheartedly like to say thank you from all of us here in this gathering.
I am Sham, our house mother and house father. We are so happy that you have accepted this very, very important job. You are now the parents of these children, and I know you will take this responsibility very serious, and we have all trust in you to do the very best job for us with the children. So thank you. Hope children, we have worked very, very hard for you. We have raised money to have built this house. And Johan has been here together with all workers, and together with Sham and Asha, workers worked very hard for you. Now you have to work very hard for us, and most important for yourselves. You have to study very hard. You have to take good care of yourself, eat very well, go to bed at night so you wake up rested so you can go to school next day. Also, you can fulfill your dreams. You need to work very hard. You will have so much joy in this house, but filled with love. So I wish you all the best and all of luck. Thank you. Namaste.
So I feel actually very happy is the word to see this house and meet you again. And I love this village and your people here. And I also want to say a big thank you from Karma, Sham, and Rema.
We are all so much enjoying to be here and feel happy to see what is possible if you don't give up. So this is really a home of hope. So I can't express how much I love to be here.
And no mountain high, and no river low, and no mountain mind my baby. And no mountain high enough, and no valley low enough, and no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you, baby. Ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough, ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you, baby.
The inauguration of Home of Hope was a huge success. Sadly, on May 1st, we had to leave. Tindiva held one last workshop with the Home of Hope children early in the morning.
When you make a decision and you've written down your goal, you need to commit yourself into the goal. Inside you, when you're lazy and you don't want to do your homework, the small voice that says to you, do your homework, you want to achieve your goal. That's your conscience. If you make sure that you commit yourself into those decisions, you can make it possible.
After the workshop, we left Sham and Asha with a brand new sewing machine to use with the children. As well, a small medical supply donated by Apotec Oxen in Sweden. It was a very emotional and bittersweet moment to say goodbye to all of the children, as we had all formed such strong bonds with them in such a short period of time. However, we knew we were leaving them in good hands with Sham and Asha. Lööf Foundation would like to thank Partech staff around the world and any other contributors who helped make Home of Hope become a reality. Lööf Foundation volunteer Morgan Young will be traveling back to Home of Hope 4 times a year to assess the development of the children. Lööf Foundation will create a sponsorship program for the Home of Hope children. Bishek Lama, he is 10 years old and in grade 5. Purna Kumari Thapa, she is 11 years old and in grade 5. Shree Krishna Thapa, he is 13 years old and in grade 6. Priti Lama, she is 14 years old and in grade 7. Shree Krishna Thapa, he is 15 years old and in grade 10. Radhika Thapa, she is 17 years old and in grade 10. Surachi Nepali, she is 17 years old and in grade 8. Aaron Bandari, he is 15 years old and in grade 7. Benita KC, she is 13 years old and in grade 8. Sumsana Tamang, she is 13 years old and in grade 7. Lakshmi Tamang, she is 5 years old and in grade 1. Pooja Tamang, she is 7 years old and in grade 3. Sunita Tamang Lama, she is 14 years old and in grade 6.
More information about our sponsorship program will be available during autumn 2016. If you'd like to stay up to date, please visit our website at www.looffoundation.org or follow us on Facebook.